What's going on, boxing fans? Deadly Assault here again with another boxing video. Alright, the Carlos Molina and Amir Khan fight just wrapped up. It ended in a TKO victory for Amir Khan. Now let's break this down. Let's break this fight down here from round by round by round. We're not going to go numerically. I'm just going to break it off in parts. In the beginning, it seemed that Carlos Molina was starting to get in on Amir Khan. He didn't fear so much of Khan's hand speed, because Khan clearly showed it in this fight that his hand speed is not left at all. Despite him losing, his hand speed is still there and he's landing on point, without a doubt, So going on through rounds 1, 2, and 3, it seems Molina was landing with much ferocity. Amir Khan seemed like he was a little hesitant to want to actually move in on Molina and actually engage with them in exchange, because, there were times where Molina did land some good overhand rights. He landed some good uppercuts. I don't even think, he landed a few uppercuts, but nothing was as devastating as the hooks and the overhands the ones that actually landed. Those were pretty good shots. And Amir Khan did a good job of turning his head just in time to take a lot of the the power, to rub it off a little bit so it didn't affect him as much. Even in the slow mos, you can kind of tell that when Molina would throw, he would have his hands up, covering his face, the gloves, and as soon as Amir Khan would come in throwing with his hands down, and Molina would just kind of not even look where he was throwing the shots and just come up with like a right hand and come up with a left that hit Amir Khan in the neck, stuff like that. Then as the round started to break down, Amir Khan's hand speed started to take over, and it seemed that Molina was a tad bit perplexed, and he didn't understand where he didn't know where he wanted to go. He didn't have an additional gear to go on to push him through the fight. It was more so he was fighting on like pure hopes and dreams of just surviving the fight, surviving the 12 rounds, and as a trainer, you should understand that if your fighter is changed in the first quarter of the fight to the mid quarter to the last quarter, and you see deterioration, and you're not going to sit there and step in and say, okay, my fighter's had enough, then you shouldn't be training a fighter, because that is dangerous, especially to Molina. Molina was catching a lot of shots to the face that I don't care if they're feather punches, if they were mild shots, if they were heavy shots. Amir Khan's hand speed really showed me that Molina didn't have a clue of what to do. Al Bernstein brought up a great point that Molina was not going to win this fight on the outside, and it seemed that Amir Khan did a very good job of keeping Molina on the outside and not staying in and fighting him in the pocket, because that's where Amir Khan feared for his life. There were certain spots in the fight where Carlos Molina would land a few good shots on the inside that Amir Khan didn't exactly see, and Amir Khan would circle away from the right. Then when he was circled away from the right, he would go back to the left, just to confuse them and mix it up a little bit and show Molina different angles, which I think was a great tactic in this fight. However, I'm not necessarily sure if this was due to Virgil Hunter's tutelage, or was it just Amir Khan had a good night tonight? I'm not saying anything ill about Virgil Hunter. He was the 2011 Trainer of the Year. He did his thing with Andre Ward, but I would believe that it would take at least another fight or two to actually see if Virgil Hunter's knowledge has rubbed off on Amir Khan to where you can actually say that, okay, Amir Khan has gotten better because of Virgil Hunter. Tonight, to me it just seemed that it was just old Amir Khan. He was in the ring. He felt refreshed. He didn't let the previous losses affect his mind and plague his style. I didn't see none of that. I seen no signs of that. I tip my hat to Amir Khan. The dude went in there and did what he had to do. The opponent may have not been top notch, but when you're coming off losses, you don't exactly want to jump in there against a top notch fighter. Something that Ricky Hatton failed to understand. That's why he lost when he caught the body shot. But obviously, I'm not trying to compare Hatton to Amir Khan. Just more so the choices that you need to make when coming off losses. It was still, overall, I'm happy to see Amir Khan doing his thing. I look forward to seeing bigger and better fights from the man. I look forward to seeing what Virgil Hunter can bring to the table. Is this a new and improved Amir Khan, or is this just Amir Khan, 1.1? Not exactly 2.0. Just kind of like a couple tenths of a point off there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even sure who Amir Khan is looking forward to fighting in the future. I hope he doesn't call out any big names after this fight, because even in the post-fight, it didn't seem that he was too eager to throw out any names, you know what I'm saying? He was just kind of like, whatever, I'll just fight whoever want to fight me, blah, 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 this and that. But hey, it's not a loss. He got a TKO victory. The guy, his trainer and the referee just said, that's enough. Go after the 10th round. The 11th round didn't even start, so, it was cleanup time pretty much after that. But overall, it was a great night of fights. Just one thing I do have to bring up is Mauro Ranallo. I mean, the guy has done MMA commentary for years, since the Pride. He's done a little bit of stuff for HDNet. He does stuff for Strikeforce. The guy does a wonderful job commentating for Showtime Boxing. I hope Showtime keeps him. The guy, I always wanted to hear Mauro Ranallo commentate boxing. I'm glad to have heard it. In 2012 has been a wonderful year of boxing. I hope 2013 brings the same amount of excitement times 10. So other than that, big ups to Amir Khan. Do your thing. Virgil Hunter, all that mess, he did a very good job, and I'm glad to see him back on top. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this video short here. Everyone take it easy. Happy holidays. Don't drink and drive. All that. I'm out of here. Peace.